Hi everyone, it's Tina and Teresa with Talking Shop.
And we are here to introduce to you Dave and Lori Rush from Lake Martin Consignment in Surplus City, right here in Dadeville.
So let's check it out.
So I'm David, originally from Georgia. Started coming over to the lake area years ago, my family, and we ended up. I always said at some point I want to be around the lake area. So we were fortunate enough to do that here in the last few years, and loved every minute of it. You know, you never know how you're going to be when you move from an area and come to somewhere where you don't really know a lot of people, but.
Tina knows all about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
We've like I said, loved every minute of it, and had the opportunity to open something like Surplus City and Lake Martin Consignment on the side, and are doing that. And Lori, originally from Florida, and is currently a flight attendant.
Awesome.
With Delta, so has a good commute, but that was part of the moving part, was deciding, are you okay with doing that? And fortunately for me, she is.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now how long have you been a flight attendant?
32 years.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it's a great job.
I bet you
Allows
have some
to-
great stories.
Oh, yes, I do.
I bet
Like
you have
this
some
week.
good stories.
One just this week.
Yes.
Really?
This week.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think a new series. I can see it might be happening on Talking Shop there. Awesome.
But the nice thing about my job at Delta is that I can do other things.
Right.
Because I don't work every day there, and so we kind of figured out what days we could open here at Surplus City, Lake Martin Consignment, and yeah, it's been great. It really has.
Yeah.
Some people want us to open more days, but maybe in time. But right now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and
Now how long have you been here?
we opened the end of March this year, 2022.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, the end of March.
And how's it going so far?
It's been amazing and fabulous, and we've appreciated all the support and all the people that have been here making this work.
Now, how did you get into the idea of consignment? Because I know you have a lot of brand new things over
Yes.
here, but the
Uh-huh.
consignment side, how did you pull that into?
Actually, we frequented some consignment stores in Georgia, and just kind of like the concept. So we wanted to, initially that was our thought, was we would just do consignment. But the more we looked at it and thought, obviously to have folks want to continue to come in, you need a change of inventory. And unfortunately, we weren't sure of the population and how much consignment you would have turnover in items and what it would actually be, and counting on that. So really the surplus part grew out of, a need for some variety in inventory, and not being solely reliant on just consignment, because you have no control over that.
Right.
So that's how we ended up there.
So have y'all been kind of like treasure hunters in the past, so to speak, or not, with consignment or thrifting, or
I'd say
like
yes.
I'd say, yeah,
We
and
enjoy
bargain
it.
hunters, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay,
would be the
okay,
word.
there you go.
Yes.
Like a
Okay.
deal.
Yeah,
Definitely.
certainly.
Yeah.
Because I like the treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You never know what you can find sometimes and stuff like that. So yes.
So do you
Definitely.
enjoy the, or like, do you get into bargaining with people, or is set and what it is what it is, or?
That's part of it, I guess. Certainly on the consignment side, there's some things we can do and can't
Right.
do because it's not our
Right.
our items. But we understand, and certainly if that comes up, we're going to make a call to the owner and say,
Right.
hey, we've got somebody very interested in your product.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Right.
Because again, we're facilitating a transaction, just trying to.
Yeah.
Some people are uncomfortable with other methods of merchandising their items, so this gives them a chance for us to do that, a place where, more people maybe get eyes on it and can touch it, feel it type thing.
Right. So you both already have like these big careers on the side. Is this stressful having something like this, or is this kind of your fun?
I think you put him on the spot.
I think I did. Tell us the truth.
I see
We want to
those
get
faces,
down to the
yeah,
dirt.
right.
We want to get down to the truth.
Okay, so quite honestly, I don't know that, and again, it's been brought up, can y'all work together? You know, how does
Right,
that work?
right.
That's
Yeah.
huge. That's life.
And I don't really think there's I mean, you're always going to have that whether you have a
Right.
shop or not.
Yes.
So, but I don't think here's the stress. One thing we've noticed though, this summer we're like, where was summer? Because we didn't spend much time,
Yeah.
Right.
doing the things we've done traditionally
Yeah,
in
that's
summertime. And here
You
we
don't
are,
have much free time.
right here we are in
Yeah.
the fall going, wow, where'd summer go?
Yeah.
But here, I know Lori. I don't want to speak for her, but she's like, "Oh, I love going in there." It's almost like
It's
some
not
kind
going
of
to work.
therapy, right?
Yeah.
Unlike the real job, which
Right.
I can say that too. I
Yeah.
mean, I do a lot of mine on the phone, and it's not every call's fun. So here it is. It's more of a release than I would say stress.
Oh, that's
which is,
wonderful.
yeah,
And I
which is
feel that
nice.
too, because as a customer, when I've come in, you're always so jovial and friendly,
Yes.
and you're like willing to
Yes.
answer
Yeah.
your questions, and you don't
Yeah.
seem like, leave me alone.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
it's self-serve, lady. You really interact with us. So that
Yes.
makes it a lot more fun.
But
so.
it is more time consuming than I originally thought it would be.
No doubt.
3 days a week, we've got this. Well, you have to
Yeah,
work.
the
Yeah.
sourcing
More.
piece, the inventory,
Yes.
all of that.
Not
It's amazing how
complaining.
much time that.
Right.
we didn't
And-
count on that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
as business owners, we're finding it's really hard because the lake has changed so much.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be people that only came here for the summer and they left, and now so many people live here full time. And
Absolutely.
so it's getting the word to them.
Yes.
Hey, we're over here. Hello.
Yes.
Right.
It's that
Very
we
good
have found
point.
that challenging. Have you guys found that?
Yeah, so it's you're right. It's because we used to be those people, so we
Mhm.
certainly
Right,
understand
yeah,
that. And you're right. There's more of us that have moved here, but they don't always. It's kind of like they don't always venture this way.
Right.
And if they do, it's purposeful.
Yes.
We're going to the grocery
Yes.
store. We're going somewhere.
And if you're like us, we're in Dayville.
right.
And a lot of people on the lake just go, like over this way. They just
Yes.
go, they
Yes.
never even come to downtown.
It's
Dayton.
autopilot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
True.
so you're
It's
part
true.
of our On the Square family.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
appreciate that.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, we
Yeah.
all are. And so it is harder, like attracting them. You want to get on the street, go, we're over here,
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
but it's kind of neat that you have consignment that people can now bring their things and be part of. Not just a consumer, but be actually something they may need.
Yes.
Like I need to get rid of this, and now I've got this service.
Source. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we've got a lot of people that are, we consider, folks. I'm from the auction industry.
right.
So, in an auction, your best customers are folks that bring you things to sell and actually buy.
Right.
So we've got that same environment here of some of, we've noticed a lot of folks, it may not be the first time, but they'll come in and they'll be like, well, I've got a few things I might can bring.
Right.
So,
Okay, so one thing that I really appreciate about the two of you is that we kind of hit it off, I think, right from the start. But y'all are very personable people, so I think with most of your customers, you're this way. But I know I appreciate as a business owner myself the fact that you all have been willing to help out spreading the word, and getting the word out that there are other businesses in the area, and you're very purposeful and intentional about doing that, and I greatly appreciate that. I want to just extend that thanks
Right.
to you for that, and I hope that keeps going in the community as a whole, as we kind of keep building a rapport with different business owners in the area, and so I don't know. I just want to say thank you for that.
Is that
Yeah.
something that you are like purposefully aware of and try to do, or
I think too, we're helping the customer that comes in here.
Right.
If they're looking for something and saving them a drive to a
Yes.
further town.
yeah,
And also helping our partners in
Yeah.
business.
Right.
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
it's advertising, but you're right. The more needs of our customers that we meet, then the more they're going to come back to us
yes.
for their
Absolutely.
needs.
Yes.
There's
So-
strength in numbers in that. I mean, and again, with all costs going up, and like you said, everybody's
Yes.
car tends to turn and go Auburn
Yes.
to Palaca. With the cost increasing to do that, if you can get stuff local, I think it's better for everybody.
Amen. Preach
Yeah.
it.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Certainly.
Yeah, yeah, because it all integrates back into the community anyway. I mean, through business donations, to community events and what's going on, school systems, churches, organizations, whatever is
Absolutely.
going on. So it just really kind of, it's circular, I think, in a way. So, and that's where I think what people I think need to understand that it does, it benefits the whole. It's not
Right.
just the business owner or whatever, it benefits the community as a whole.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely it does.
so yeah.
So I have sort of a long-winded question, which is this is the way I do. I try to explain everything and then ask a little question. But we are all about Talking Shop is all about letting our customers know what kind of businesses are here, but also we're about business owners and giving them some bit of value. And so I would like to ask you both if you have a piece of advice. You can be about your main career, or it could be about this opening up a side career. It could be about any sort of. But could you each give us a piece of business advice?
This was impromptu.
I know. I just thrown this on
Yeah.
you because I want those.
Yeah.
Right.
Those kind of.
Once you eat lunch, you should brush your teeth before you get on the screen.
That is a good one.
Because,
Yeah, that's
anyway.
a good one.
Is that yours?
Great
She is
advice.
a flight attendant,
Right,
so
yeah.
she's very
Yeah.
aware.
Let's see.
But y'all hide behind
I'm
the wall a
new-
lot of times talking.
Yes.
There's that.
I'm a new, I guess, business owner. So
Right,
this
yeah.
has been, so all these tools and training I've had through the years of my other career have come in very useful, very helpful. Very,
So what I hear you saying is don't downplay your experience.
Yeah.
You never know
Yes.
what you could roll
Yes.
into another side career or second career.
yes.
It builds on the
definitely.
next. One
Yeah.
thing builds on the next. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, lay it on us, David. I know you have
He's got
been.
something good.
I don't know if I do. I probably don't. But there's the saying that says, don't stress the details sometimes. Sometimes you just got to go with whether it's the gut feeling or whatever and what feels right or something. But I know a lot of times the saying, and I've used this a lot in a career, is a lot of times you've got folks focusing on something. And you're like, well, wait a minute, why that? Let's look at something else. Because sometimes you're over there picking up pennies and you're stepping over dollars sometimes to do that.
Right.
And it's not so much you gotta, when you're focused so much on that tunnel vision, sometimes you're missing things that may be peripheral that, hey, if you step back and just look at the whole picture, sometimes there's something to be gained from that.
Right.
I
Yeah.
need a T-shirt that says
I know.
that.
Yeah. Be
So it
looking,
reminds me,
you
or
know,
a tattoo. I don't know, something. I
Exactly.
don't remember.
Or looking
Right.
out
Yeah.
for the big picture.
Yeah.
Don't get so lost.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so before because we wanted you to take us around a little bit and show a little bit of the shop, but before we do, all these questions keep coming to me because I'm just so passionate about. I just love to learn about what you're doing.
Thank
So where did this? How did this conversation start? Like you're just like sitting on the couch. You're at the lake and you're like. How did that start? How did that conversation happen?
You mean of actually
Yeah,
opening a place?
yes,
Okay.
this place.
Well, honestly, we had the real estate.
Yeah.
And we were using it more or less for a lot of storage and whatnot. And I was kind of thinking, I'm an accountant by education, so I was more like, instead of having outflow, I'd rather try to figure out a way there's something that's, because, even if you use it personally, there's cost, whether it's insurance, maintenance, and all the stuff. So again, I said, maybe we can do something different. And that's when we started trying to decide what would fit. Is that fair?
Yeah, yes.
And that ties in right with what your piece of advice was, and you using your skills. Hey, you've got to have some amazing people skills.
She
got
does.
to.
She does.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're captain in a tube, right?
Yes.
Can't get away.
Exactly.
First step's a doozy.
Oh, see, story hour. We need story
Yes,
hour.
that's really good stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so would you mind taking us around this shop a little bit?
I'd love to.
Okay, here we are. So we're outside your lovely. Let's give them a little bit of an idea of where you are located. So tell us a little bit, Lori, about how you find it.
We are located right next to the Lake Martin Hospital. A lot of people
That's
don't know there's
right.
a hospital here in Dadeville. We're at 1572 East South Street in Dadeville. We have the Get Your Fix phone lady right next door. She's our neighbor. And this is where we are.
Awesome. Now, Tina is standing in front of a rather large box. What is this about?
So these are our pallets that we get in. We get boxes. Sometimes, a lot of times we know what's on them, a lot of times we don't. So opening them is, we were discussing earlier, a lot like Christmas morning. But, so we get these pallets in.
Tina's like, what's in there? Oh,
We
yeah.
get
Curious
new
minds
items all
want
the
to
time.
know.
When we first started, we did just new items on Thursdays. Now we do new items all the time. We've really grown. And
So there's not any particular day
not
we
any
should be on the
particular day.
lookout. Okay.
Initially there was, but we have we've been changing and growing, evolving. So here we are now, new items all the time. So we are Surplus City on one side, Lake Martin Consignment on the other.
All right, let's go inside and check it out then. Take us around some.
So if you come in and go left, we have all of our new items. We get items from Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Bed Bath Beyond, and Lowe's. We mark them 40 to 60% off the retail price at those stores. So fabulous deals, fabulous.
I mean, this is great. So this is regular $30, and
That
it's
is
$9,
$30
and
at
it's
Target.
brand new
Brand new in a box.
in the box. I mean, this is
bought two.
perfect. I did buy two. Listen, Tina, she's not supposed to be telling on us.
Tell everything.
Someone might be getting that for Christmas, and it is a $30 value. I just want to let you know.
I just said we bought two.
We really get all kinds of things. We try to focus mostly on home goods, but we have grills, we have sinks, we have refrigerators, and again, the prices that we even have.
That's
This
beautiful.
beautiful cabinet. So as you can see, it's $12.51.18 at Home Depot. We are selling it for $249. So
Wow.
do
And there's not a scratch. It's
$1,000
not
off.
damaged.
Nope,
I mean,
nope.
it is absolutely,
You do
that is
lives
beautiful.
every
And I
Thursday?
do.
Or
My
before?
lives, I'm adding those now throughout the week.
Okay.
So,
And that's on your Facebook
that's on our
page.
Facebook page, which is Lake Martin Consignment / Surplus City. And I put those out. Probably drive people crazy because I will put a lot out between Thursday and
That's okay.
Friday.
No,
We're
I
only
love
open
them,
3
so-
days. Thursday, Friday, 10 to 5. Saturday, 10 to 2. So try to get in as many people as I can. We have microwaves. Just look at some of these prices. Yeah,
Now, do you ever
$3.49.
know what you're going to get?
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
So if
Depending on
someone
where
says,
we
hey, I'm
source.
on the lookout for something,
Oh,
will
yeah.
you kind of
We can do
be on the
that.
lookout for it and let them know and all that?
Absolutely. We just let us know and we'll.
I
call
mean,
you
the
if we get
Christmas
something.
shopping here is just, I mean, because you've got children, you've got husband, you've got, Christmas
Well, we also have a
decorations.
Dollar Table,
What?
which
Look
I
at
always
this.
like to point this out.
Yeah.
These are stocking stuffers, things. I mean, just Dollar Table.
That's,
And you buy
that's,
for $1.
I know, that is wonderful. That is gorgeous.
Sometimes we have 6 things for $1 too.
Oh,
so,
goodness. Yes.
depending what everyone's looking for. Yeah, I get a lot of regular customers we have in that come in weekly and just to see the new items we have.
Right.
But wow, I think it's why pay retail?
Yeah, exactly. When you come here and get
just
something
always have
brand
to do
new.
that.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's walk over to the consignment shop inside and tell us all about it.
So consignment, I feel it offers a great service. A lot of people don't want to sell things on their own, don't want to meet strangers. So consignment.
Or have someone come through your
have
home.
someone come to
You
your
know,
house,
yeah.
So the deal on the consignment side is we only keep items for 90 days.
Okay.
If you happen to see something over 90 days, it's because the original owner didn't want it back and just said, mark it down, sell it, get rid of it. A lot of people pick up their items if they don't sell within 90 days. But they mark down 10% every 30 days. And if you look at one of our typical tags, let's see. For example, here's one here. So it originally started at $12 on September 26th. It'll mark down 10%. October, another 10%. And that's how we do that. So I don't let things sit around and get old and dusty. We just try to move it out.
Yeah. And then you have a lot of like lake themed, of course, because we live
Yes,
on the lake. So
we do have a local gentleman that does make a lot of our lake signs and charcuterie boards and
We have that, but, yeah, we do.
So what's the most unique item, sir, that you have seen come through here so far?
Good question.
That's
I think that chandelier.
that is unique. That's currently
The
here.
chandelier
It actually
is
came
pretty-
out of the house.
Pretty
on the lake.
amazing, yes.
But probably we actually had the item. It was a boat shaped trunnel bed.
Ooh.
It was pretty neat. And of course we didn't think we'd ever sell it because it was expensive, and it was one of the first things we sold.
Wow.
But it was
Wow.
pretty neat. I'd say as far as where we were located and what it was.
Yeah, that was definitely a neat piece.
Well, and I'll have to say, a lot of times, will the things. It's funny. You think things will sell that people bring, and there's some things that you're like, oh, we're not going to do well with that, and they sell first.
Yeah.
It's because we'll look at each other and go, wow, who knew? So you just don't know.
Right.
There's
It's the right customer at the right time. usually.
exactly,
Yeah.
and getting eyes on the product is
Yep.
kind of important. So
Yes.
that helps.
Absolutely.
Well, and I mean, you have some large pieces, you have small pieces. I mean, you're lucky. I mean, you've got quite the square footage in here to do all this plus that side over there, so it's a lot going on in here. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but we have had a blast. We have had so much fun meeting you guys. We want to thank you so much for having us here today. Isn't that right, Tina?
Absolutely.
And how much shopping did you really do, Tina? Yes. See,
No one will ever know.
I hope you guys have had
We
fun.
did.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
coming
Yes.
and doing this.
Enjoy
We
it.
appreciate
Love you
it.
guys.
What time tomorrow?
Exactly. Let's do it again, right?
Yes.
All right, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Oh my gosh, what a lovely couple! Wasn't it a lot of fun?
Yeah, we enjoy them.
So, what was your takeaway from meeting them?
My takeaway with them was just the fact that they are truly a couple that wants to encourage and support other business owners in the area, and they have been. I know personally, I can speak for myself, is that they've been really encouraging to me in some times where I kind of hit some lulls emotionally, just being an owner. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the community that we want to really cultivate down here in Dadeville. And so, yeah, that was my takeaway.
Yeah. Well, my takeaway was that, this is their second career, their other career, and that they're utilizing skills, and they didn't discount themselves,
Right.
that, hey, I've got skills in this area that I can use in a totally different direction. And so I just love that, that we don't discount ourselves.
Right.
And I may have customer service skills or, like you're such a repurposed person,
Yes,
and so
yes.
you can utilize those in a different way in their businesses. So that
Yeah.
was just really encouraging to me.
Repurpose for a different season in life.
There
so,
you go.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, next time, who are we gonna do next?
I'm not sure yet.
All right.
You'll have
So
to
we're
stay tuned.
we're looking for but also for suggestions. If you
Yes.
know someone that you think we should interview, contact us and let us know all about it. So we hope you've enjoyed this one, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Bye.
Bye.